Here's Anderson to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a toss play to Blount. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now a carry for Blount. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Vick on the sneak, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now, here's a look for the end. Off the play fake, Vick. That's caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll begin here with Blount. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Michael Vick, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now they go fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think, forget it. I know it's the right play. If you're going to throw to someone in the end zone, you want one of those long targets, as we just saw there. Just unable to get his feet down and make it a touchdown.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Vick on the sneak, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Vick on second down and complete to Zach Ertz. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to launch this thing. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Go the wrong way, losing yards. 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw, Vick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick, and the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. but it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league. He was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't.
One of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
LeGarrette Blount, 30, 10. LeGarrette Blount, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Vick with the incompletion there on 3rd down, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
White 20. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here with Blount. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout signaled for halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
White 20.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
White 20.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Right 20!
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have it 40 before being taken down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And on the ground they go with the running back. Room to run past midfield. The 30.
Thank you, HUD. Thank you. I agree to put Walter at fullback now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, HUD. I agree.
65 yards. And the Niners are able to catch. Morten Andersen now for the extra point. Extra point by Andersen, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Andersen now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most.
LeGarrette Blount past the 20. And he is into the end zone. LeGarrette Blount, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly.
Game is so fucking ass. He could have been hit by 4 dudes, and they all just fucking let him go. Like, what the fuck?
Elliott now to kick this one away.
This fucking game's ass, bro. I don't give a fuck about that fullback shit. This game's ass.
Zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Vick. He gets it left side to Johnson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Vick now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd and 5.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, where your gaps are going to be, and depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now here's Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be... Looked like he had it and dropped it. It's able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll lose one. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the toss, this is Blunt. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. Do it all game long.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Johnson, 61 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Blount. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Pick up, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll a 1st down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Blount. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run again with Blount. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Blount. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, free agent out there, or a solid pro like this, answer's pretty evident to me.
I'm fucking sick of this game already. Like, what the fuck? He fell forward for at least fucking 5 yards every run on that drive. I had him shut down in the backfield, and then they just keep giving him fucking first downs, bro. He fucking took 2 pitches to the house. 2 of them, bro. I fucking should have had a lockdown in the backfield, but no. EA didn't want my guys to fucking engage on LeGarrette fucking Blount, bro. You know how fucking sorry he is?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
You know, we might start
fucking yards this retard is falling forward for every play. Every fucking play he's falling for at least fucking 4 yards.
And still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now Mahomes.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Get this fucking faggot out of here, bro.
Javon Curse in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Like, you see this shit, Hud? You see how many yards he's fucking falling forward for? Every fucking play. Every motherfucking play he's falling for 2 to 3 yards. Joe fucking Mixon, bro. Sorry ass Joe Mixon. Dude fucking punched a girl in a bar. Thank you, bro. Fucking thank you. Fuck this little faggot.
Deshaun Jackson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that may... Anderson now to kick this one away.
Hard, I like Deshaun Jackson.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
You know what? Fuck him up, bro. I don't give a fuck.
We saw them go
fuck
for
this dude up.
Kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here. Where people
look at that. That was a fucking loss of 4 yards. Hud, that was a loss of 4 fucking yards, bro.
We've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A handoff to Mixon, and now he spins through.
That's another loss, and they just...
Again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is Johnson.
Nope.
He's got it.
I'm gonna have a fucking stroke off of this fucking bullshit ass game, bro. This game is just fucking is cancer.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's gonna go as a loss of a...
Hi, bro, this dude literally has fucking lineman on lineman on lineman, bro. He's got 3 extra linemen to put in at tight end, bro.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Why would you even try and... Like, the fact that he could even think about throwing that shit...
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll run it here. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Thank you. Thank you. How do you like the play? You like the play?
And the 49ers add on to their lead.
You can take that.
Well, he's used
You can take it, bro. I
that
don't care.
distance here. He had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play.
Now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he spins through. Probably reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's
Oh
down to
my
15.
God, they fucked his ass.
Football,
Oh.
football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Left side here to Sanders. 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And great field position at the 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's Vick following the interception. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was...
From the gun, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he pounds out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. Man open, it's Moss complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Vick to the air again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Vick on the sneak.
Look at that shit.
Touchdown 49ers. Michael Vick on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake, Vick. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. To go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that stretches it. And that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a huge play that time. 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have game.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Vick on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.